Would you guys stay in a relationship with someone that constantly, repeatedly, always lied to you? How many of you guys right now wake up every single day and tell yourself that you're going to do something, yet never do it? How many of you guys are frustrated, spent countless hours, thousands of hours, hundreds of days looking at these charts and never get a different result? Go back to the opening question. How many of you guys would stay in a relationship where you're constantly being lied to? I really want you to think about that, because every day that you get up and you don't have a trading plan, you don't practice risk management, you don't control your emotions, you tell yourself, I know what I'm doing wrong, yet never fix it. That's exactly what you're doing. You're lying to yourself. And when you lie to yourself and you try to pretend that you're a trader, you try to play this game, the market is always going to prove to you that you will always be on the losing end. So it'll give you some days, it'll give you some trades where you can feel good for yourself, right? Just like if you were in a relationship with someone that is always constantly lying to you, you're going to have those days where everything feels okay. But in the back of your mind, you know that things are not right. You know that things are not changing. You are that person that is in the relationship who is lying each and every single day, because many of you guys understand the trials, the tribulations of this business. This is a very lucrative business. It can be a very exciting business. It can be a very easy business if you allow it to. But the more you get up each and every single day and you make believe that you are doing the right thing, but not changing what you need to do, the only person you're hurting is yourself. You're not hurting me. Right? Just like if I break my rules, do I really think that you care if I lose money, if I lose a trade, if I break rules? No, but I put it out there. I'll tell you when I'm wrong. If you guys are in Evolution Traders, you guys can see my journal. You can see my diary. You can see my thoughts. You can see that I'm human just like you. The only difference is between someone who is consistent and understands what it takes is brutally honest with themselves. And many of you guys think that you are brutally honest with yourselves. You think that you've told yourselves hundreds of times what the mistakes that you're doing wrong is, but yet you get up the next day and you continue to do the same things. You continue to take out of process trades. You continue to over leverage yourself. You continue to overtrade. You continue to have FOMO. You continue to have anxiety. You continue to not trust your trading strategy. So you look for this different entry and this different indicator, and maybe you can find something in between the lines. You're waking up every day and all you're doing is believing that you're actually a trader. If you really want to be successful, you need to actually come to terms with what you're doing wrong and stop lying to yourself. Because at the end, what's going on up here is a hell of a lot more important than the number on the screen. What good are you to yourself, to your family, your spouse, if you can't even control what's going on up here? Many traders lack the discipline, they lack the emotional control to even be successful in this business. And it weeds out so many people because so many people go through the motions of learning technical analysis, of learning different time frames, of taking trades, of winning a little bit here, scratching out, giving it all back on one specific big red day. That is all your emotions tying into it. Put the pride aside, put the ego aside, stop lying to yourself. Focus on making $100 this month. Focus on making $500 this month. Because many of you guys haven't even done that for yourself. But yet you're so fixated on what strategy is going to get you to profitability. What strategy are you going to be able to feel completely comfortable with? What strategy is going to have endless setups? Many of you guys are bouncing around, going as low to the 15-second time frame. 30-second time frame to find a trade. Do you think that that's going to be any different than someone trading a 1 minute or a 2 minute or a 5 minute? Because truth be told, you're going to also have false breakouts on a 15-second. You're not reading the market any faster than anyone else. Some trades are going to work. Some trades are going to lose. How the hell are you going to handle it when you lose? Are you going to double down? All or nothing? Because you're tired of the repeated same mistakes and the repeated same end results? If you're tired of it, you have to make a change. At the end of the day, you have to stop lying to yourself. I'm making this video to kind of open up the ears, open up the mind, open up the eyes to what's really going on in front of you. You can get to where you want to be in your journey, whether that's adding an additional income to your already existing 9-to-5, whether that's in transition to retirement, whether that's, in transition from a 9-to-5 to full-time, whether that's to help pay for, college tuition, or help pay for the next vacation, or help pay for medical bills. You can get there, but you have to start going about things the right way. And you have to, be really big on self-mastery. You have to master yourself, because this is a 1-versus-1 battle. It's not us versus a chart. It's not the strategy versus another strategy. It's not the indicator versus the price action. It's not the liquidity. It's not the order books. This is a 1v1 game. At the end of the day, you can stop, freeze. Guess what? No one's coming to attack you. Whether you take a trade or you don't take a trade, no one else cares. This is not a game that you're playing where something's going to happen bad to you if you don't do anything. The bad things happen to you in your trading when you do bad things to yourself. Don't get me wrong. You're going to have those instances, those trades, those failed moves, those failed breakouts. But how are you going to be able to adjust? How are you going to be able to handle them? I want you to really think about your position size. I want you to think about your rules. I want you to think about your trading plan. I want you to think about the mistakes that you've been making. I want you to think about the process that you've been going through. What are the mistakes that you are making, and have you come to terms with them? Or are you the person in the relationship that is doing the lying to on a day in and day out basis? Because in the end, because this is 1-versus-1, the person you're lying to is yourself, and the person that's getting hurt is you. I hope this makes sense. If you do, if it does, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see all of you guys on the inside.